Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining me for another stream. We're going to be pretty much getting right into it here in a second, finishing up the Armored Core Sunshine model I was working on the other night. Congratulations on the first storyteller. Welcome, welcome. Yeah. Hey! Yeah, thank you for joining me. Yeah, as you can kind of see, we're at 2 arms, 2 legs. Yeah, was there anything I showed off? Yeah, let me show off some of the bigger prints I showed off the other night. I couldn't quite show them that well on the small camera, I realized after the fact. But yeah, I got that from going to the Hidetaki Tenjin's panel. It's all his art. And then there's that Miyabi print. I realized after the fact when I looked back, they didn't really show up fully in frame all that well, so you can get a look at them. Yeah, I really like that one. Badass, but also with the silly fruit in the background. Yeah, I think we'll pretty much just get right into the model building. I'm not sure if it's going to take me my full stream time to finish this model tonight, so if we do finish it up early, I think I'm going to do some like test painting on this guy over here. Because basically what I always do before I started actually trying to paint one of the models is I grab the color of plastic I'm going to be painting is on sprue, and I do like a couple test paints on it to see what the paint actually shows up like on that color. So if we do end up with a little extra time, that's probably what I'll go through with him. Because I think with what I'm going to try and do with him is I think I'm going to try and do some like edge highlighting stuff. And I'm not quite sure how I'm going to go about it. I have some ideas, but I'll talk about those later if we actually end up getting to it. But for now, let's get right onto the desk. And watch your eyes for a second. I'm going to turn on the main light. Now, let's get some things focused and some light balancing. Let's focus on the mid-range. These are pretty dark colors. Let's see if I can set this camera so it'll actually pick them up a little better. It kind of bleeds it out. A little too bright. We'll adjust the camera position over here. That's about good. Yeah, as you can see, it's like it's brown, red, and gray. There's like technically 3 colors going on here. But it's very hard to tell them apart. At least the brown and the red are very similar colors. And I did find that piece that flew off. I managed to reattach it. These things are still taking time bombs if you put the pressure on them in the wrong direction. So I'm going to be very careful about that. Whenever I hold it, I'll try and retighten it just to make sure they're on there. But they're pretty much fully intact, both legs. So now we're just got to do this core and the back buttons, I think. We're gonna get right into that. Set these in-progress pieces aside. This is all for the chest starts. Yep. Oh, actually, this is the head. Okay. Look at how tiny this piece is. Okay, well, let's start with the hardest thing I'm gonna do, because probably in the best shape to do it. Get the bigger pieces prepped first, and then I'll cut that little piece out and put it in. Oh, I get a choice. I can use clear or I can use orange. I'm assuming this must be like the eyepiece in the center. In which case I'm going to use the orange. So it'll probably show up a lot better than the clear, I'd imagine. I don't see any sticker attachments. Just a warning, to cut? Yeah, this is do cut. Getting better at understanding this manual. Now I just gotta remember which sprue is which letter. I'll put a chat up here so I can see it a little easier. No, there. Yeah. So we say 15, 16, right? Yep, 15, 16. Oh, I was so used to like sitting back because I had that mask on my chest yesterday. I'm gonna lean in a little more. Put that lower though. Yeah, that's it. Besides the color piece, once I decide, I'm not even gonna cut that out until I'm ready to use it. That seems like it's asking for trouble. Yeah, starting with the delicate work's probably smart, but this is always the most stressful part for me, because especially when I'm going to be handling that really tiny clear piece. It's so much potential to just ping off, and these I will not find on carpet. I actually think I'm going to pull up my translator here in a second, just to see what this is exactly saying right here. I think it's telling me to cut it off, or not cut it off. I can't really tell. Oh, it is. So, un momento. Ooh, excuse me. Okay, so yeah, I want to leave those. Just wanted to make absolutely sure. So just trim the bit of sprue off the top. Oh, that sounds good. Legit. Oh, I see what's going on. The seat wasn't down enough. There we go. God. Oh, beat me to it. Good job, Storyteller. Thank you. Okay, separated the tiny piece. I don't think I need to trim it anymore. I'm gonna immediately try and put it where it wants to go. I think it's in behind. Oh, it's so tiny. I really don't want to use those pliers, because I've had bad luck with those pliers. Basically, having trouble controlling the strength I'm using when I'm using them causing things to ping off. Oh, but I think I got it. Do I have? Yeah, I do have a toothpick. Ooh, I think I got it. Yeah, it sure seems to be in there. Hey, oh, that's cool. It actually like pokes out perfectly round, like a lens. It's awesome. Actually looks better than a lot of the eyes on these models I've done before, and it's just one. put into this, right? Let's go with that. Gotcha. Probably lower. Oh, I see. This one. This top right. There we go. Just have to find the right slots. Lots of detail pieces now. All from A2. 23, 24, 25. 24, 25. That's it. Get the butterfingers out of the way now. Brush our hand with tinier pieces. The other stuff's all connected. So let's get these face panels on first. Excuse me. Yeah, so it's like kind of simple as the construction kind of looks on one of this kit. There's actually quite a bit of like small detail work. We'll say it's a little more brute force-ish than like Bandai models have done. Like Bandai seems to do a lot of like neat like interlocking pieces to get a depth effect a lot of times. Usually pretty impressed by how they do that. This one is being very much of, I make death by putting thing on top of other thing. I do that 2 or 3 times and it makes it death. It's like, oh yeah, that works. Yeah, like all the extra like armor panels here are just like put together and put on top rather than kind of being like built into the leg, kind of like the Gundam models are. It's a different aesthetic too, which is honestly kind of why I always like this model, because it looks boxy. Looks like a construction vehicle more than a mech almost. Much more when it's in like different colors. It doesn't have giant cannons for arms, of course, but like this. Okay. Oh, that's a mean forehead. Oh, I forgot how actually like the head design of this guy. Massive browed forehead armor plate. Try and get the light a little better. It's so dark. Hard to see. There we go. These side plates on. Yeah, definitely the like bulky, boxy design of this thing is kind of why I liked it. Cheap panels. Now we just gotta get the neck together. Well. plastic. I don't super like the joint material these Kotobukiya models seem to use. I think it's just not as tactile as the Bandai stuff is. Or more biased for it. Oh no, sometimes there's like plastics and rubbers that make it makes it real like apparent in your like mind. It's like, oh wait, yeah, this really is made of oil, eh? Like oils. Yeah, there's like a feeling to it when you touch it. Not a big fan. Dude, like, yeah. The joint. That goes up into the head. Actually, I should probably get it in the head first. Joint. Oh, didn't like that. What did I use last time? I used back orders. Brushes, didn't I? That's much thicker than this time, though. Probably some round things. Or good old. Oh yeah, it is. Sorry, I didn't mean to peek the mic there. Yeah, it is supposed. I thought this was supposed to go flush, but no, I think it's supposed to have a little bit of collar sticking out because it's flush with the part back here. Yeah, that's not what it anymore. Cool. You have our head. Something's people right on top. Starting with the chest. Yeah, these instructions really don't want you to build this as you go, eh? They really want you to get all the parts and put them together in the last step. Usually not how I go about the construction, but I figured I'd follow the guide this time. Since it's my first time doing one of these kits. This company. Ooh. Oh, I see what's going on there. Don't capture it in the usual space it does. There we go. Much better. Focus over here. Nice. Let's cut that. Oh, season here. I do find this sheet kind of confusing because the letters are kind of all over the place. Good enough. Okay. That's simple enough. Oh, I do want that up facing though. Could have pointed that out. I would have absolutely put that in backwards. Nice. Wait, this does. Oh, okay, yeah, okay, it does. It'll be lined up with this. So it doesn't make a lot of sense to mount from the bottom if I'm going to be pushing down on a peg from the top. But it's going to be flush against this. Keep it from sliding out. Is this way? No, it's this way. Hurt the back, right? Yeah, that studs in the front. Yeah, okay. Got confused about orientation for a second. Bunch of variety. A1. C. Oh yeah, some chunky pieces. Taking quite a bit of build up to this chest I wasn't expecting. That's a good sign. It's a grill. Oh yeah, I guess I forgot. I was too busy making sure I didn't lose the tiny piece. That's technically an empty screw. I did have trouble finding that later, probably. Yeah, I pretty much finished getting day one of the con wrap up done. Yes, I did. Yeah, yeah. Storyteller was one of these triangle pieces here. I was able to find it right after stream last night. I have all in there. I did exactly as well. Yeah, that was actually the fastest way to search for it. Was literally just to take my socks off and kind of shuffle around a bit. Yeah, I think I have not lost one piece on any of these models yet. I have pieces that are currently not attached to the model, but I've not lost any pieces. I don't think. All the pieces that aren't attached to the model anymore are together various other pieces. Just go to the side here. That would attach more securely somewhere. But nope, just little slots. Pegs. Yeah, this is right. Weird overhang, but I assume it's going to be covered by another piece later. This really looks like a barbecue right now, more than anything. All from this one. 3, 4, 8, 9. Oh, I'm gonna need more for this screw actually. 7 and 11. Wow, that straight up just looks like a car hood. That's funny. A future car hood, slow car hood. I really enjoyed playing the game this model was from primarily. Like I think the actual game this specific one is from Variable Infinity, which I think was like a. I actually don't know what that. I think that was like an in between Armored Core 1 and 2. Maybe. Not 100% of that. But Armored Core 2 was the one I probably put the most time in. I did play 1 as well, but I definitely put more time into 2. Pretty much any other game on the PlayStation 2 except for maybe Final Fantasy 7. Probably be the only game that would come close. Definitely liked the super heavy mechs back then. This guy was, at least I think the head and like leg pieces were ones I definitely used from this guy. Might have used different chests and arms. It's too bad this is a different joint system than the 30mm from Bandai. It would be kind of interesting to use the old Armored Core parts for with the new Armored Cores. Kind of see what it looked like. I think this is on like an entirely different scale too. This is like it's closer to master grade than where the Armored Core 6 ones were closer to like high grade and real grade size. Oh, excuse me, clear my throat. There we go. That's better. Constructing time. Oh, back here, maybe? Oh, yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, it's really hard to tell where you're actually supposed to... Oh, it's more clear on this side. I see. Yeah, it's not clear here, but you can kind of tell where it goes right here. Snaps on the side. Still not beating the barbecue allegations. See if the power had to help at all. Okay. Like a ride-on mower, maybe? I actually kind of like how huge the chest piece is. I'm just realizing, because like it still has to like kind of put the shoulders on the side. Look how deep it is. It's like a huge block. And top parts. These are F. 10 and 11. Both these. Go. There is. What are these? What are these, I wonder? These are probably the mounts for the shoulder weapons. I had to guess. They're really good way to right at the end of this model for us to be able to put it all together and make it look good, aren't they? Just noticing. I kind of miss gun arms as a concept. Not that I overly use them all that much myself, but it was neat to have like a different, like, kind of like how the different like leg types had different types of strategies in Armored Core still. It was kind of that same thing where they had like much better like stability and other things in the weapons, but it really cut down your like flexibility. I think usually they had like less ammo too. If I remember correctly, I'm not 100% on that. Essentially, I think it was essentially what it broke down to is they were like easier to handle, but they were slightly less sustained. Yes, I see. Maybe try and get that one. There we go. Yeah, it's actually a little bit easier without the other side on it. Down the joint point out. Put it off. Okay, so I assume that's the shoulder ones now. Details. Yeah, I gotta say, the color palette of this is not all that exciting. Brown and red. I think the one for the other Sunshine they had was like green and olive. So it isn't like super much more exciting. I actually kind of would rather take the red over kind of drab green and olive. Because it's not even, I think like olive is the dominant color. Green's kind of the highlight color. Which is the opposite of what I would personally like. So that one. That's. Oh yeah. tiny ones too. Yeah, yeah, it absolutely is that. Yeah, the brown, like this is actually like technically like a brownish. I don't know how well that shows up on camera, but it's like a very, very dark brown. And then, yeah, the reddish parts, the reddish parts look like they show up about how they show up in real life, but I think this part doesn't really show up as brown as it is in real life. Possible D2. Oh, these. Yeah, I've used these again. I think it'll look pretty good when it's all together. It's just because it's kind of spread out. So a whole bunch of it all in one place. It'll look a little better than it does now. Right now it's just very isolated sections of different colors. They're all put together a bit better. Go. See you when you get back, Spring, huh? Interesting. Front, back. Okay, that back one. Yeah, it's way more solid. That back one. Yeah, sorry, there's two pegs there, and I wasn't sure which one actually wanted me to slide this piece on. Piece goes over top. Has a little slot where there's a peg on the front piece. Mm. Yeah, you can kind of see the slot. Hopefully, we'll soon be attaching a piece that'll keep this locked in place. It really doesn't like to stay on right now.
Are there more Gundam pilots like me?
Hey, Maze! Welcome, welcome! Thank you for the raid!
All of them.
How's it going this evening? Doing pretty good. Yeah, we had one of our conventions this weekend, so I was pretty wiped out from that for a lot of the start of this week, but I'm starting to feel better today. Thankfully, I don't think I got sick like I did the previous year. I did shave! Thank you. Yeah, it's con season, so wanted to not have the beard underneath the mask. Yeah, it was a good time, though. It's been consistently improving every year, so it's been a lot of fun. Yeah, I actually picked this guy up at the con. It's from one of the Armored Core, same the Armored series I played before on stream, but it's from the much older games. It's the model I used to play the most in those older games, so I was pretty happy to pick it up. One of the mechs I used a lot of the parts from specifically. Yeah, just working through putting him together. What were you working on tonight, Maze? Oh, excuse me. Oh, excellent. Nice. Yeah, sorry. I really need to get that set up. I've been, I kind of been diving into my editing stuff more this week. I'll probably end up just doing what Shuts has set up with Nightbot, but I definitely want it to be a little less verbose. Oh, she made new emotes for you? That's awesome. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, it's super cute. Oh, nice. Absolutely. Yeah, my Mob Bonk one is mostly made by her. I just tweaked it a little bit. What does it say on the yard ball? I can't quite see. My screen's a little farther away here than when I usually at my computer. Ah, eat, of course. Yeah, those are super cute. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I haven't really messed around with any. Kinda, probably wouldn't be too hard to set up actually, like this little animation that plays or something for that too. Or unless you already have it, of course. I'm thinking about that more for my channel too, for what I want to add for channel point stuff. I just want to go in. But yeah, thanks a lot for stopping by tonight, mates. Pretty chill night tonight for me. Just finishing this up. Not. I think it'll take me quite a bit less time than my stream is going to be, so taking it nice, slow, and easy. Nice. Hope you have some great rest there, mates. Thanks again for the raid. Go. Hook up to the shoulder weapons. These are a little complex. Oh, these ones again. Have a great night there, Maze. Yeah. Definitely, I think there's a little more. I think last year was almost exactly a month between the two cons I went to. Whereas this year it's like a month and a half. A little more distant this year. Which is nice. As I said, I do really enjoy going to the con. It definitely takes a lot out of me. Here. Oh, you. I've gotten something from this room. I don't remember what. Okay. This is everything we need now. Yep. Go through, clean up all these tiny pieces. You see, this one thing I have noticed with this kit. It's very systematic. Like, a lot of the parts are made up of a lot of smaller parts that are almost all kind of the same size. Whereas I find Gundam is a lot of combining different size parts. This one seems a lot more of like building up parts from the same size parts. I think that is kind of is what I mean when I keep saying it's like systematic. I hate when a little one of those nubs get caught down here in the jaw. Sometimes I don't notice until I go to cut again, and it gets like gummed up in there. Thankfully, I don't usually notice before I go like full strength, so I don't think it ever actually hurts the clippers. Tiny, tiny pieces. There we go. Alright, that went pretty smooth. Line 2 has these pieces. The box. This. The end of said box. So. This. Attach on the top What orientation? T towards the bottom of the T towards the front of the signal. Correct? Correct. Do it all again. Well, that was satisfying. Okay, they're all done. Detail pieces to the front. These are supposed to be like headlights. Actually, I don't know. Those are the similar things to like here. I wonder if those are supposed to be lights, maybe. These are like much bigger versions of those. Remember we had talked about that last stream. It definitely just looks like a car. Abdomen time. A little bit here. C9. Thirteen. Slide joints. This is weird. You like open screw? I haven't seen that very much before. Actually, we're gonna need some of this for the future too. So next step. 10. Yeah, I guess the chest construction is probably pretty simple. And yeah, this will finish the sprue actually. It has a couple big chunks that you kind of build detail pieces up on top of. That's very similar to how Bandit does theirs. Yeah, empty sprue. And what else we need? B2 and D2. Oh, these are so many empty sprues. Gone. Gone. And, oh no, this one is going to be quite empty. So one more left on them. Okay. Where to begin? In out. Go together. The tomatoes are not very smart. Guessing like this. There we go. Yeah, the perspective is very bad for telling how to orientate these in the manual. Like these big long pieces or these like perfectly square pieces. So that's nice. There's a straight slot and an L slot, so there's only one proper orientation. You can't put them on. We need all these pieces, right? Yeah, pretty much. Go. Hesitating for a second there. Thought these were misaligned for a second. No, they're still perfectly aligned. It's been a trick of the light. Let's leave the outer armor pins. go. So from this base piece, this top piece goes on. Yeah. Oh, right there. Yep. L-shaped shots. L-shaped hole. Go. Panel. This. Side panels. This orientation, right? Yeah. It's tight. Other pieces. Looks pretty bad. Gonna do this whole thing. Just attaches to the bottom of this. Like so. It's actually, look how bulky that is. That's actually kind of sick. And, well, we still got lots of detail put on this, okay. But today, I think we're almost done the chest. Doesn't look like it. 7, 6. Here. What? E225. I think. Yep, these are the guys, right? Nope. Oh wait, B2? Is there actually? Oh yeah, there was a tiny piece left on one of those sprues that I threw over my shoulder. It's just so small I didn't see it. There we go, recovered. Yeah, look at this little fucker. Excuse my language, but he thought he got away. Ah. Okay, is that everything? Sure looks like it. Probably boosters and stuff. Yeah, boosters and vents in the back. I wonder how complex the pelvis part of this thing's gonna be. The chest ended up being quite a bit more complex than I thought it was going to be. So I wonder if there's also something there. Well, this kit's been pretty impressive so far. They said it's very kind of systematic in construction, and that it's very much like steadily building up equal-sized parts. But the chest was a little bit different. It was a little more similar to how Gundam does theirs. I definitely just like, oh, it's the difference in the armor, the actual like armor core design, Gundam design. Like, look how chunky this chest piece is. Before we lose these pieces. Okay, with the little peg part. And hate these pieces. Okay, good. I'm worried if I put too much pressure in the wrong direction, it will fly in. Yeah, not finding pieces this small. They go flying. It will be lost to time. There we go. Piece cleaned. This piece is not out. Hey, oh, how's it going this evening? Hope you're having a good night. Not much. Just finishing the model I picked up at the convention this weekend. From one of the older Armored Core games. It's the robot I particularly liked playing back then when I was a kid. A little bit of a nostalgia. Solid. Back there. These pieces, push them from a weird angle. They really like to lose. There it is. No, you haven't missed any yet. I had the convention over the weekend, so I kind of got distracted and didn't get back to it. I'm going to be playing that tomorrow night. But you haven't missed any since we talked about it last. Yeah, I'm playing that tomorrow night, and then I might play some more of that Sunday as well. But I'll be back Saturday to playing Sea of Thieves with Shuts Combat for. I'll definitely be playing it tomorrow at least. Probably Sunday too. I just haven't finalized that. Yeah, I've deliberately been avoiding information about it because I heard people talking about how good it is. Especially the like ending in particular. I've heard people kind of indirectly gush about. I look forward to get it. And as I said, I found the combat system pretty fun from the bit of it I played. seen a couple clips of people like one-shotting things in that game, but I think it's possible to make pretty strong builds. Tiny, tiny builds. And that's it for that sprue. Oh, I think it's actually going to be the end of these two sprues as well. Tiny little thruster cones. And go. That space back now. Been trying to get used to using the Panda ZZ a little bit recently. Didn't realize how goddamn slow he is. I've also got to really kind of dig in and figure out how I want to orient my team with him and Trigger. Right now I'm using him, Trigger, and Yishwa. But both him and Trigger kind of back switching, kind of awkward right now. So I have to really figure out what order I want them in. Yeah, that's kind of what I've figured. I kind of hate how little actual time his ultimate takes. Like I kind of rely on some of my other characters' ultimates to kind of like give me some iframes to get out of shit. His just lasts so short. Okay, yep, still working on it. I did like 200 to 210 this morning. Yeah, I definitely noticed the I finally got my Yuza up and built, so I subbed my Astra on my Miyabi team with her, and I also did get M2 Miyabi. The combination of those two is definitely making it feel a lot easier. Yeah, you're almost at 300 now, aren't you? I think the last I checked. Yeah, I knew the crit would be really helpful, but I really kind of forgot about the like extra Frostfire charges you get from her, like end of her basic attack chain. That actually has been speeding up things quite a bit, along with the extra anomaly from Yuza. Especially when I have like the Yanagi Miyabi team with Yuza, really tears through things. Why are you being difficult? I think somebody was gonna bring up. I remember you mentioning on Shut the Stream the other night that your Ellen was like top 600 or something like that. What were you getting that information from? Was that from like a website? Covers thrusters in the back. That's cool. I think I can give you like VIP or something. You can post it. Let me check that. Do that real quick. 'Cause you'll be my test puppet here. Let me give you VIP and see if you can post the link. Do that here. Oh, it's probably a to like roll manager, don't I? Yeah, it won't be viable default. Let me change something here real quick. Go. Alright, unlocked this last week, so let's give it a try. I think you should be able to post links, if I'm not mistaken. For sure. You can also just tell me the website without like the .com. I'll probably go figure out. Oh, Internet. Okay, yeah, I use Internet too. Yeah, I use that. I've been using it to like check my drive disks, see what I need to improve first. Yeah, I think my best is my Bernice. My Bernice is like top 3,000. I think that's the best. My Miyabi's not anywhere close, but I think that's because there's a bazillion really fucking stacked Miyabis out there. Yeah. I think my Evelyn's pretty good too. I think those are my two best built characters, at least according to the rankings on that. But don't remember hers off the top of my head. Are we done here? Seems like it. On to the waste. There. Oh, excuse me. 20 and 22. Yeah, my Evelyn was doing really good in Battle Tower too with my lighter team, but I kind of put it on the back burner just to. Now, whenever there's a fire weakness, I just do Miyabi with Bernice. Use a kind of rips. F. But yeah, I got pretty good at Evelyn's like chain attack cancel combo thing. don't think I ever quite got consistently getting 6, but I was pretty consistently getting like 5 or in a stun window. Good. Bam. It definitely is nice for like a change of playstyle pace play, the Evelyn's plus the stunner combo. Reminds me almost a little bit closer to like playing an MMORPG where you're like saving your burst for the right windows. Yep, absolutely. I could see that being the case. Yeah, now that I've started trying to use Yishuan more, I definitely kind of regret not having Jufufu. I think she would probably flow with that team a little better than Trigger does. Probably end up rolling for her when she comes around again. Yeah, I don't know if we're really gonna pull hard for anyone in the next couple banners. I wouldn't mind Orpheus, but I really don't care about Seed. That'd be weird for Trigger to be back again. Oh no, Trigger. Okay. Uh, actually, yeah, no, that about places it. That's still pretty soon for Trigger, but I can see it. Is there any of the old ones we haven't gotten yet? I don't think so, actually. No, we're back. No, we're well into the guys that were out when I started playing now. On the reruns. Oh, Haramasa. Oh, I think if anything, I'd probably go for his engine more than another one of him. His engine's supposed to be pretty flexible, isn't it? Really? Hmm. Oh, okay, right here. I see. How this piece is supposed to go in. I see now. No, wait, no, no. Okay. Okay. So it slides in there like this. trouble. I wonder why. Oh, that would be it. I didn't have it fully inserted. One side goes in, the other side comes out. Why is each side not? Come on, what's your problem? Oh, is that the problem? Is this not cleaned up enough? There. Try that now. Why are you giving me so much trouble right here? Oh, it's like you're gonna recover the piece. I seize ya. He still really does not want to go in on that side. Why? Is there a reason it shouldn't? Oh, hell yeah. I imagine. Oh, I think I found the problem. I think I had it on the wrong side. Yeah, it's much better fitting now. Yeah, I could definitely see her being hard to get good stats for. You pretty much have to entirely roll on your disk drives. Oh, much better. Are her mindscapes even any good? I've noticed a lot of the like original characters' mindscapes are kind of dookie. They're like the old limited characters, or the stable characters. That's the word I'm looking for. Oh, oh. Got another empty sprue. Go. 21 here. Okay. First one's pretty straightforward, isn't it? It's pretty much just getting the timing down on our basic attack chain. Yep. Yeah, I've got a 3-star brimstone for that exact reason. Love giving me that engine. Slightly longer piece facing down. Caddy won't disown me. There. Yeah, I think I finished. Once I finish this waist section, I'll go take my break. When I come back, we'll do the shoulder weapon. Get it all together. Wait, oh, this just. I was to say, where does this set go in here? Where it only fits because it slides in these top pieces. Just wait for this to go on. Clean up some pieces up there. Go. Armor time. And another empty sprue. What are you? You're a bunch of pieces. See, 1 and 2. C7. C3. One more piece. Screw. H6. It's tiny. Back part's done first. Put on. And I'll build the crutch. Or the cod piece, I guess would be a more accurate description for it. Oh, got some Japanese I gotta translate. Give me a second here. Okay. So apparently there's like an add-on piece that can attach to the back of this waist piece. If I have it, it wants me to use this piece, the little slot in it. But I don't have that piece. I'm gonna use the one without the slot. Double check something. Yeah. Cool. Oh. Spring loaded. I've been taking my time as we get close to the end of this kit, because I don't imagine the shoulder weapons will actually be too involved. So we're probably going to end up with a little extra time at the end of the stream. We'll probably end up doing that like test painting I was talking about at the start. Just to see if the colors will actually look any good in this model I'm planning to paint next. Jeez. Piece is pain in the ass. convince this to go in here. I'm just gonna get lucky. I think is the rule. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I keep up with as far as like weekly stuff, I keep up with Chainsaw Man and like Dan to Dan every week. And like monthly stuff, I love Freyrin. There's actually a lot of monthly stuff. I just end up forgetting most of it when it actually comes down to every week. Yeah, Chainsaw Man and Dan to Dan are definitely probably my favorites right now. I'm so looking forward to the Chainsaw Man movie in the fall. It's gonna be so good. I hope it comes with like a season 2 announcement at the end of it as well. Right? Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, I'm glad the adaptation has been really high quality as well. It's always nice when that happens. Okay, I think this is the weapons now. That's pretty much it. Cool. So yeah, I'm gonna go take my quick break, and then when we come back, we're gonna get the weapons finished and get this thing all put together. I will talk to you guys soon. Let me just find my VR back screen. Here somewhere. Here somewhere. There it is. Oh, wrong one. There we go. I am back. Welcome back, everyone. Let's get back to the desk. Hey. So yeah, I've got some stuff prepped for if we run out of time building this, which I'm pretty sure we will. So we just got to put it together and build the shoulder weapons now. I've got plans for what to do after, so we should be okay. Yeah, so before I even get everything together, I'm gonna get the shoulder weapons built. That way we can actually build everything all at once. Oh, I believe that's mostly for this row. This is almost all shoulder weapon pieces. 23, 19, 8. 19. Here. Eight. There's quite a bit of detail on these pieces. Oh, it does seem to be following the same thing the 30-minute mission kits have, where all the weapons are just gray. Probably because they're meant to be interchangeable. It's less noticeable on this because because the arms are integrated, so they're not gray, obviously. But what's here? Oh, a shit ton of tiny pieces. Okay, let's get these big hunks together first, then. God, that's so many tiny little plates. Oh, these missile launchers actually open up? That would be sick. I thought they would be just like the 30-minute mission ones where it's just kind of always in the closed state. We'll see, I suppose. One thing I have noticed is this kid definitely seems to be a lot worse at actively telling you what you're building, but I almost think it might be intentional. It was actually kind of neat not really having a like clear idea of what the piece you're currently building is, you know, like the bigger picture model, and then kind of seeing it come together. Back there. This front one. So. 27, 27, 27, 27, 1. There's the one. And there's the 27, 27, 27, 27. Yeah, well, we'll leave that in for this step. Let's get these pieces on first. Yeah, Freyrin continues to be really good too, but I'm not super into the current arc in the manga. I'm sure I'll actually like it overall when it's done, but it just seems to be dragging on a little bit right now, at least to me. I want to go to maybe a different genre, like say rom-com. Hunter Girlfriends is actually amazing still. Might actually be the best currently running romantic comedy. As ridiculous as the concept is, the dude fucking knows what the fuck he's doing. Yeah, Dan is really good. Current arc's been pretty entertaining. Like still continuing to have what the fuck moments, which is great. Is there any older series you like, Mo? That you see? I've read a lot of manga. Good chance I've probably seen. Where did these go? Oh. Like they have like retracting doors for the missiles. That's cool. side panel. 6. I've been slowly buying Asian whenever it goes on sale, like AJIN. It's an older series that I really like. Oh, gotta translate something again. When connecting to the NX02 TELUS, please use this part. I don't know what that is. I'm assuming these are like add-on parts from the other models. Cool. But I shan't be using it. Bye. ET. I recently actually went on a binge where I reread a lot of like older manga. I read through Asian. I read through Gantz. Gantz is another one that gets weird as fuck. It's like a fairly unique art style. Oh, I need to get back into learning Japanese. I got decently. No, I was pretty much just starting out, but I got like hiragana and katakana down, memorized for a bit there. Up to about 2,000 kanji. It was literally just starting, but I at least had a basis. But I haven't done it in a couple months, and I've let it get really rusty. I actually found like a really good website for like memorizing the hiragana, katakana parts. I actually had a decent one for the kanji too, but that one you had to pay for. It used like I never pronounce it. Mnemonic, I think is how it's pronounced. Tricks, where it's like you associate images with the meaning. Not need to actually memorize the hiragana pretty. Okay, side panel. What am I doing? Oh, it's down. That's what I was doing there. Yeah, yeah. Thankfully, this is not the first time I kind of fell off my Japanese studies. Last time when I came back, I was actually able to like speed through some of the early kanji pretty fast, based on eventually remembering it. So I'm hoping that'll be happening again when I try and go back to it this time as well. But yeah, especially as I started getting later on, it was getting harder and harder. But it was rewarding. Like, it was actually kind of really rewarding. Yeah, it has like little missile doors to open up. Cool. One shoulder weapon down. Yeah, I definitely heard that as well. Yeah, I noticed that. Especially when you started getting in. I noticed that's one thing I definitely noticed when I was learning it is when you start getting into like modern items like smartphones and stuff like that, where it's just like they just took the English word and used their language to say it. A lot of that, like modern words, I noticed. Four. There it is. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. As I said, learning it was definitely did feel rewarding. I felt a little more rewarding learning it than I tried to learn like, German in high school, in college, or French in high school. French, I kind of regret not learning because it's actually useful where I live, but well, not necessarily where I live, the country I reside in. Oh yeah, yeah. It's definitely not one of the easier ones to learn for sure. Let me look up something real quick. I'm trying to remember the website I used to try and learn kanji. I'll dig it up later. Yeah, I found it because I follow their hiragana guide on their website to kind of memorize the hiragana, and then they had like a kanji memorization program type thing. It actually worked pretty well. I think I ended up getting a lifetime for it a couple years back. But that was literally just like a kanji memorization thing. It wasn't really a like language learning tool at all. I did kind of seek out the actual like sentence structure and stuff other places. What am I doing here? Oh, this piece is supposed to be in the middle of these pieces, is it? Crazy. Oh, I might just straight up do this. I don't know. I got talking about what I was doing. Okay, yeah. I'm supposed to put a piece in the middle. Oh, okay. Here. I could just slip in before. Here. All this stuff. Excuse me. Oh, that's it. On the side panel. It is cool how much of these missile launcher parts actually have kind of mobile pieces compared to the modern ones. Bandai modern Armored Core ones. What, this slides, does it? Does it open? Oh, we build it up some more. Seven. And we're almost 26. Actually, probably gonna just end up cutting all the pieces out of this group now, aren't we? This is pretty close to the end. $11 and $12. And if I'm actually not mistaken, here. Yeah, the only pieces left on this sprue are the modified pieces if you're attaching different pieces of equipment. So we're actually done with this one. And that's actually the same with this one. This one piece left on this sprue is a piece for if you're attaching to a different kit. So I'm just going to toss those aside. Done with them. These pieces clean. Then I think once we're done putting this together, oh, I have a couple more pieces. I wonder where those go. Meantime, get everything put together and get it all put together. Yeah, it's a lots of time left. So we'll probably start testing out some colors for this guy. See what I'm want to paint him and where. I have some ideas. I gotta come up with a stand solution for his shield. So I really do want to pose him with the shield. But he cannot even remotely hold up that shield. He's got weak jelly elbows. It's not the elbow's fault, it's the hand's fault. It's like a 3-part hand that moves and it just can't grip it tight enough to actually hold up the weight. The joint on the arm itself would be able to handle it probably. Hey, thanks for the follow, Master Build. How are you doing this evening? Together. Yeah, I hope you're having a great evening, Master Build. Thanks once again for the follow. Hell yeah! Yeah, the real grade kits are fun. I've done one. I did like a Evangelion Unit 2 real grade. I have a real grade Gao Gaigar in my backlog that I'm going to be doing pretty soon here. But the Evangelion one I did definitely had a lot of like really tiny pieces you had to build up that my fingers were definitely aching at the end of one of the days of the build. Yeah, that's awesome. I don't have a huge amount of affinity for the unicorn myself. There's a lot of really cool kits of it out. Go. That's pretty much done. Like it. Oh, that does open up. Okay. Yeah, this does. How does it? Oh, this side. This piece comes out? Oh, yeah, it does actually. That's cool. I want to paint these weapons too, actually, when I think about it. At least do some panel lining, maybe. Got pretty deep trows. Okay, but it's time to bring her all together, I think. Clean up a little here. We do have a lot of pieces left over. I wonder what these are for. Quickly check, see if they have one of these. They do have one of these. H's. Well, they don't do the crossbows. I wonder if I just missed some of those. I don't think we have too much. Yeah, that one's extra. Probably extra. Oh, we'll go through it later and double check. What are these ones? I2? There's I1. Four. Yeah, I really like the things on the Bandai kits they have, where they have the X's on the extra pieces. It makes it a lot less stressful when you have the extra pieces at the end like this. No, I don't see them used anywhere, at least. Oh well. Yeah, and I imagine it's the same for these like joint pieces. Oh, unless I need these to put them together, actually. Let's see what's that. I don't think we need any more joint pieces. I would suggest that's correct. Okay, let's do it. Build time. Joints are tight. Not sure how I really feel about that, but let's say we like it for now. Tight, I mean, you have to put a little more force to get it in. You have legs. a very chalky boy, I'll say. Just attachments. Knock the pieces off. That's fine. Just on. Reattach all the pieces we knocked off. I really don't like how much force you have to put behind this to get the things attached. The one real issue I have with this kit is these like seemingly harder joint pieces. There we go. Reattach. Go. Head on. There we go. Left arm. Start runs. Yep. Oh man. I don't want to go on there very smoothly, does it? Head off. Oh, I gotta use so much force to get that on there. I hate it. Got barrel like I did with this one. Okay, let's grab body, arm, barrel. There it goes. Ooh, tight. This piece. Not that. Get that head back on. Really. There we go. Just bounce your weight. There we go.
1, 2, 3, let's go.
So far, I actually really like this guy now that he's starting to come together. Composability, the joints are a little bit loose. So, yeah. Oop. Yep. That's right. Oh, one last piece to get on there. His little thigh distance. Yeah, pretty tough. Goes up. Gun arms. Pretty sure these gun arms have cock and stuff too. Yeah. Forward slide there. Came apart a little bit earlier when I was forcing them on. That forward slicing. Yeah, this. Ooh. Where is that? Oh. God. Okay, that's good. Oh, I got some Japanese. I should probably try and read to understand what it's trying to tell me. Yeah, they definitely seem to care a lot less about the international market with this kit than the Bandai kits do. Okay, so it's basically supposed to simulate the firing and the ejection of the shell. I see. Yeah. So basically, it's supposed to be firing, slides the whole thing back like that, and then when it's time, when it goes to eject the shell, it's this back part basically stays back, and slides forward with the shell. I see. Supposed to replicate how it reloads each one when they fire, and then with the missiles, they aim up like this, and open up all the little parts and reveal the warheads. Yeah. Looks pretty cool. Yeah, I'm very happy with this kit actually. Like I said, it wasn't really anything out like super surprising or new in the build. It was all fairly like standard build-up stuff. But it's a pretty good kit in the end. Quite happy with it. Looks cool. The colors actually do kind of work when they're all together. I mentioned it was kind of like not as impressive when it was just the individual pieces. I wondered how it was going to be when it was all together. But yeah, all together, it's definitely a lot stronger color scheme wise. Whoops. Boys, and it's a brick shit house. Just big piles of armor. Definitely like that. But yeah, that was all I really had on the docket for tonight. But I am going to be doing some painting on this Physalis that I have here. So as part of that, let's do some test paint. See if the colors will actually work for what we want them to. Clean up a little bit here first. Nice. Where's my spray paper? There it is. Any nubs that end up in my lap? Cool. Yeah, there's the final nub count. Bad. Yeah, what do I need? Oh, I have almost everything I need. Oh, we'll be testing some paints on this guy. Won't be testing the paint directly on him to start. I have some of the sprues from his build. I'm going to test the paint on him first. But, yeah. I'm not super happy with his, like, as you can kind of tell, it's got very, like, dull colors. For all those pieces, it's not super bright. So I was thinking I might try and do some highlighting in some of this bit. Like, the colors are good, like, it's kind of pops. Like, it's, especially down here, it's not bad. But, like, this blue doesn't really pop out too much. I was thinking about maybe doing some highlighting things. Because the concept for this guy, when I looked at him, I wasn't super familiar with his source material. And when I looked it up, it talked a lot about his design and how it's basically designed to, like, fire a nuke. And that's why it's armored up to all the hell, is because it's basically designed to hold this shield in front of its core, and all the stuff that pokes out is covered in armor and cooling systems to help survive the edge of a nuclear explosion. So what I'm thinking is I might try and do some paint on the faces and leave the edges a little bare, and then try and do like some dry brushing to give it some soot-like effects on the edges. It's something I was kind of thinking of doing. I'm not 100%, but figure I'll do some test paints to see how this white paint I have will look on it. Wake up phone. Yeah, I need to buy one of my sanding sticks. It's the only thing I'm missing. We got 800 will do. Let's test that white paint first. Surface prep. Jump brush. This will at least brighten it up. So I might just make it all fairly bright white and then do detailing on top of that, but let's see. I did get this stuff that's supposed to be a little thinner than the stuff I was using before. I want to see if I can use it without really having to add more thinner. Oh yeah, it's definitely more liquid. Yeah, pretty nice. Yeah, that'll actually work pretty good on its own. I don't think I need to thin that all that much. For base coat? Yeah, this will work good. Let's see. Test a couple of different things. See how it looks when it dries. What else was I gonna test? I was gonna test some of these yellows. So I'm gonna put yellows on this stuff too. I want to See how it shows up on this stuff, and which of these two shades of yellow I want to use. Let's see. So what are we going for here? Kind of want to match this yellow color. I actually really like how this one looks, so I think this is what we're going to go for. So for that white's looking like it will get us exactly where we want to go. But these yellows are originally supposed to be stickers they gave, but I kind of want to actually try and do this. It's looking like it'll probably be this primary yellow will match up closer than this fluorescent. Let's give that a shot. Need very much. Just doing a color test this time. Oh, there's like a flat part here. That's perfect. Probably need a couple coats, but it looks like it'll get there. Let it dry. Put another coat on it, see how it looks. Anywhere else we're gonna need this yellow stuff? Triangles on the back. It's got these head bits here. Definitely do some detailing on those. And these actually look pretty okay. Or we paint them. Maybe just do some panel lining on them. I want some silver for those head horns. That shouldn't be too hard. And I'll probably do some accentuating in some places with the silver at the same time. Yeah, like around some of these bolts on the... Yeah, that's what I'll do. Along the internal mechanical workings on these things and then around the bolts on the bazooka, I'll probably do some silver highlights. That should look pretty good. Got those stickers in the back there I'll probably take off when I actually paint properly. Oh, a lot of the work for this actually looks like it'll just be panel lining. I actually don't think I should have to do too much. Let's see at least. Let's peek off here. Dries. Okay. Let's prep. See how these actually take the color. Oh, we have some yellow too. I can test on. Nice. Might be too high a fine a grit. It's not really doing much. Where's my higher grit ones? That's a 600. Do for now. Let's see, 400. There we go. A little better. And perhaps a little bit. Sure. Oh yeah, there's a back plate. Do a bit of. We'll do an edge too. Just need more space. Okay, what are we testing here? Actually, this is pretty much the same color. I want to test how this would work for a highlight. And so the yellow. I don't think I'll ever want to use this brighter yellow. So we'll just keep using the same one. I'll test that to see how that looks, highlighting on that, if it looks better. And then last was the red. Let's prep some of the red. Actually, we'll wait to do that after. What are these coats doing? Not bad. But yellow's not bad. Is this, it's kind of rough. Put it on too thin, I think. Yeah, we'll let that dry a bit. Let's test this blue. I want to see how this would work as a highlighted color. This is way too watery. Oh boys. Oh yeah, overwatered it a little bit. Quite a bit, I'd say, actually. See how that will highlight. Try and get it proper consistency. Oh, yeah, no, I'm just testing colors on the runners. See how they look. Still very much an amateur when it comes to painting, so I want to get a sense for a lot of this stuff or actually dive into it. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get started on painting this guy today. I just kind of wanted to do a little bit of prep work. Building this guy took a little less time than I expected. Yeah, I think airbrushing is probably where I'm gonna end up, but I actually kind of, as I said, a lot of my process of building, as I said before, a lot of my process is building these things is kind of like a zen kind of thing for cleaning the pieces when I build it. So I kind of wanted to try hand painting to start, but I'm pretty sure I will end up airbrushing eventually. Oh, perfect grade unicorn, nice. Ah, that's awesome. Yeah, it definitely seems like the airbrushing is the way to go for getting these things to look really good. Oh, the RX-78. I see. Sorry, I misunderstood. Try and thin this stuff a little more. Bad. Let's try adding a little more. See how it looks. Up here. Oh yeah? Yeah, actually that might be. I think during the COVIDs when I first got back into building, I think it's because like my Amazon started recommending me Gunpla models out of nowhere. That would kind of make sense. I think that's what first got me back into it is I picked up like a Proto Wing Zero off Amazon that was on sale. Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm very like I don't have any really artistic talent in any of this stuff. I like tried to paint Warhammer 40k miniatures back like way back, like over a decade ago. Sucked ass at it and kind of gave up. But I think I'm gonna try and put the work in to get better at this. Hell yeah. Lovely. Oh, well, that's part of why I'm using acrylics too while I'm learning. It's super easy to clean. Hey, thanks for getting the bot, storyteller. Those apples. It's not even very creative. How do you like them? Yeah, yeah, for sure. Even the small details of some of the paint. Like I've to be completely honest, I've literally only really painted one of these models properly, and even then it wasn't like a full paint. It was just some detail painting. That was on this liger tail here. All the weapons came just plain gray, so I just did a bit of detail painting with pretty much all the red paint on this is my painting. And then did some painting on the eyes and chest there. Oops, eyes a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, still not fully focused, but you can kind of see. Yeah, it's definitely rough, but I was pretty happy with it, so it made me want to do more. Yeah, I'll do this yellow. See if it would look good on this yellow. I know I'm doing it off screen, sorry, I just don't want to move it because it's got other things on top of it. Fairly recognizable. We'll see. I think we have Walla, but that's absolutely fine. And I've heard the third party of this kit is amazing. That's the one that has like the automated, the motorized bazooka and like all the built-in LEDs, right? Yeah, I think after you mentioned it last time, I went and took a closer look at it after stream. It really is impressive. Yeah, I'm mostly just kind of slowly wrapping up stream, testing some colors out for next time. I'm gonna be painting this guy a bit next time, and I just wanted to make sure all the colors would look okay on him. I've been painting some spare sprues. Just see. Elevate it. That looks a lot better. It's not dry yet. Let's see how it looks when it dries. That's about where I want to aim for that. This blue is completely unnoticeable. Like it just gives it a matte finish instead of a shiny finish. Is all this blue does. Oh. Oh. Oh, at least you have the advantage of you have a wealth of options. I'm definitely kind of rationing my kits now until some more come in. I think I've only got, I got like 3 more after this. Oh, a second here. Yeah, the kit I just finished building this stream actually was one I wasn't expecting to pick up, but I went to a con this weekend and I saw it, so I decided to pick it up. From the old Armored Core games, the Sunshine feedback with the gun arms. Chonky boy. But yeah, back when I played Armored Core 2, I used the Sunshine frame a lot. So this is a very nostalgic one for me. I want this yellow. Come out about the same shade as yellow in this book. I can. I actually kind of like this shade. I think it'll get there if I do a couple more coats. Oh, holy shit. Yeah, I definitely haven't had that backlog. Like, I think I've done... Yeah, this Armored Core kit I just finished would have been my dozenth. No, it would have been number 11. This guy was number 10. Since I started streaming, and I did, like... I did the heavy arms, I did the Talgeese, and I did Sandrock off stream. So I think it's technically been... Next one will be my 15th kit. And then I got 3 more after this, and then... Oh, you really went hog wild with your backlog, jeez. I've been actually building them pretty fast, though. I've actually had to kind of cut back on how much I've been building on stream because I was going through my backlog a little too fast. But now that I started painting, that all should help fill some of them up. Just dry that right. And let's try another coat. Yeah, I think this will eventually get up to the same brightness as this with enough coats. Yeah, it definitely has a very... Yeah, it's so boxy and just like big giant plates of armor. I like it. There's definitely like models from that generation that look a lot more sleek and like fighter jet-like, but pretty good. I'm done testing that yellow pretty much. That's cool. I'll need another coat, so I'll wait. Do its thing. Yeah, I think next week I'll be starting. I gotta decide between an MG Barbatos and my real grade Gaugai-Gar. I'm leaning towards the real grade. It's been a while since I did one of those. And I just did the Physalis last week. Oh yeah, oh I'm gonna do it too, but most of what the kits I've done is master grade. But I guess I could maybe count this guy as... What is he, I wonder? He's about the size of a master grade. But in complexity of building, it was definitely... It wasn't... Yeah, I'd probably chalk him close to a master grade. He doesn't have as much of the small detail buildup that a lot of the real grades seem to. Let's just go. Good. Let's try another coat on that. nicely. It's definitely a lot brighter. You go in the corner. Yeah, that's another Armored Core one. I think this guy over here. This one? Is you talking about? I'm assuming. I think everyone else is white. Anything. Yeah, that's another Armored Core one. This one is from the new game, the Armored Core 6. And this is the first one I did any painting on. I did all the painting on his weapons. Oh, yeah, above the head. Yeah, that's this guy. Yep, I was showing him off because it's my first little actual, like, painting job I did. I did his eyes and all the red on all the weapons. I was actually pretty happy with it turned out and made me kind of want to get more into painting. I definitely like doing the quadruped design. It was actually quite refreshing after doing like shit tons of bipods. Definitely made me start wanting. That's kind of why I picked up this guy when I saw him at the convention, because I kind of started looking for guys with like kind of different designs to kind of see how they accomplish building it. It made it kind of kept it a little more interesting. Yeah. I definitely have my eyes on a couple kits, but I'm trying to keep my backlog to only a couple kits, just in case. I think after I finish through my backlog, I think the next ones I have an Eltron and a Talgis Flugel MG pre-ordered. So those will be coming in probably like September sometime. And I have my eyes on like a 00XN Razor Master Grade and a, what was the other one? There was another one. Oh, a Dynamis Master Grade. Both those look like really nice kits. Yeah, that new Psycho Gundam does look nice. I haven't seen a ton of it, but from the little bit of it I have seen, it looks really cool. Let's try a little more. Uh, a little thin. That dry. Yeah, I pretty much came to the conclusion That blue is not going to be any good for highlighting. So I'll probably just end up doing panel lining on the blues. Like, kind of look at this. White coat on the gray, on the beige bits. The reds already look pretty good. Don't really need to do too much with them. Maybe just some silver on some of the fins. Actually, let's see what we have for fins. Actually, let's take some of that paint out just so it doesn't dry. Nope. Making a mess. Hope you have a great night, Walla. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I'm probably going to be wrapping up pretty early here soon as well. Just doing my last couple of paint tests. Yeah, have a great night. Could do something with these arm pistons. Because them just being the same color as everything else doesn't super make sense. So I can do some silver paint on these. There is some mechanical detail in here I could use some colors with. This is painted green. Maybe I can do that. This green's close to that. Looks at that. But it is a clear piece, so it kind of be weird. I don't know how that would actually paint. But I definitely want to do silver for these fins. The head fins. Oh wait, do they have yellow? I don't know. Yeah, and I'll probably do a little bit of silver on the fins here too. Just the tips, make it look good. Might do some of that on these boosters too. Or like in here maybe. There's actually some mechanical detail, like use a bit of silvering. Yeah, I think that's actually what I'll do. I think I'll use up silver to do a bunch of extra detail stuff in some of these. That'll help it probably make this look pretty nice. Yep, so yellow on these stripes. And on this triangle here on the back. Let's silver these little arm bits. Some of the headpiece details. And some on the weapon. Thrusters. Especially on the internal mechanical bits here. Legs look pretty good. No, you know what? If we're doing yellow stripes on these bits here, we should put some yellow stripes on this bit here. So that's very similar. That's probably what I'll do. Yeah, I actually might expand that yellow theme to some more of this stuff, because like there's a bunch of pieces that are raised but are just shown as the same color. So maybe I'll light those up yellow and make the yellow a little more of the color scheme. If I'm putting yellow here, should I try and find somewhere to put some blue? The blue color scheme up here is on these big extra little armor patches. So maybe I should keep maybe these little raised bits on the knees, paint those blue to add a bit of blue color down here. Like maybe these armor patches down here as well. That might not be bad. I might load this, I might take a picture of this and like load it up in Photoshop and try out a bunch of different colors and spots. That might be a smart way to see how it actually ends up looking. So if we're gonna have all three colors on this one, we'll have yellow and blue here. Is there anywhere here we could put some red? I don't know if I can match the shade of red very well. It's a pretty bright red. How's this fluorescent red look? That'll be too bright. But I know for a fact this one's too dark. Because, yeah, it's much brighter than that one. Maybe, though. Or maybe I don't have to use all three colors in all the parts. Maybe this piece being blue and yellow, and this piece being red and yellow. And then there's not very much yellow up here, but there's more yellow in the surrounding parts. But there's a lot of red and blue here, so we don't need both in both spots. That might work, because it'll be red, yellow, red, blue, yellow, blue, yellow. Yeah, that might look okay. Yeah. I think I'm going to do that idea, too, of what I said, where I'm going to try and load this up in, like, Photoshop. Try out some different color combinations. Yeah, and other than that, it's probably just going to be a lot of panel lining. I'll need to get some sealant for this so I can panel line it a little more properly. Or I could always paint the panel lines on this. That wouldn't be too bad. But I think I'll probably end up getting some finish it, and then do panel lining over the finish. Cool. That sounds like a plan. Well, yeah, as I'm kind of running out of steam here, I think I'm going to call it a little bit early. I hope you've all had a lovely evening, and I hope you'll join me again for my regular stream time, 7 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time tomorrow. I'll be playing some Clair Obscura Expedition 33 for a couple hours. And then once I'm done with that, I'll be back on Saturday. We haven't set a lot of time, so if you're familiar with it, pay attention to Shuts' Discord. I'm sure he'll update it. But on Saturday evening sometime, we're going to be playing Sea of Thieves, Shuts Wolf in Combat Fur. That should be a really good time. And then I'll be back Sunday as well at my regular streaming time. I haven't fully settled on what I'm going to be doing that night. I might be doing some ZZZ tower climbing. I might be playing some more Expedition 33. If we really enjoy Sea of Thieves, we might be playing more Sea of Thieves. But that's going to be my plan. And I figure I'll show off our completed guy from tonight. All looking badass and ready to go. Pretty happy with this guy, how this guy turned out, to be completely honest. He looks real good. But yeah, thank you everyone for joining me. I hope you have a lovely rest of your evening, and I will talk to you tomorrow, hopefully. Take care, everyone.